Hello, how's everyone doing? So, today I want to just come and talk about how sometimes you just crash in the sense of if you have health problems like I do, sometimes you just need to rest and take time to just do nothing. And that's exactly what happened to me yesterday. So, I was working away in the morning, doing my thing. Now, I've been feeling very lightheaded and off balance for a little while now. And it seems it's the diabetes just playing a bit of havoc because my levels aren't, they're not the way they should be, they're erratic. So, I got to the point yesterday, I was like, I could have pushed through it, but I'm like, no, I need to rest. I need to listen to my body before it starts screaming at me and I can't physically do anything. Do you know what I mean? And I'm telling you this because it's not all sunshine and roses. That is not life. That is not balance. You know, we can go from the dark to the light like a pendulum swinging. And it's in those moments of, right, I've really got to look after myself. I need to just take a step back. I need to lie down. I need to have a sleep. Whatever it is you need. Don't let everything else push you into not taking that time, if that makes sense. Now, I know if I would have pushed myself yesterday, I would have still been in bed today. I would have been in bed today and tomorrow and the next day. But because I curbed it before it became that screaming voice that happens when you have long-term illnesses, when you've depleted all of your spoons, but you still don't listen, this is where we have to find that balance, the balance between the dark and the light, and the feeling well and not feeling well. It's finding that little sweet spot in between and listening to your body more. So, you know, nothing is perfect, but it's how we approach it for our own well-being, how we approach it for, like, I had to cancel a Zoom meeting, but I know if I'd pushed myself, I wouldn't have given that person what they needed. I wouldn't have been able to be totally there and support them the way they need me to, and to give them ideas and brainstorm and stuff like that. I was not in that mental state. My body was exhausted, my head was fuzzy as hell, and the lightheadedness is just, yeah, it's all new. This is all new, so this is a new thing that I'm having to figure out. But the fact that I've had long-term illnesses over the years, and it's taken me a long time to listen to the red flags before they become screaming red flags. You know, it's just listening and being more in tune with your body. And that's kind of like what I'm doing for myself. So instead of raking myself over the coals that I couldn't do that Zoom meeting, I couldn't finish the chapter in the book that I said I was going to do, because I took a step back, I've actually done myself a justice. Because if I'd carried on doing what I said I was going to do, the chapter would have been rubbish. It would have been rushed. I would have had to redo it all again today or tomorrow. And the person I was supposed to be having a Zoom with wouldn't have got what they needed from me, and I wouldn't have got what I needed from them because I wouldn't have taken it in. And we have to find that balance. And I know it's hard and it's not perfect. And I talk about mindset, and I always show up with a positive force, and, you know, But that's because I'm choosing to think like that instead of saying, oh shit, here we go again, another thing to add. I'm not doing that to myself, because that just brings more stress and anxiety and makes you more ill. So be kind to yourself. Get to know your body, get to know things that don't sit well, that gut instinct, that intuition that says you've got to stop, or don't do that, or this doesn't feel right. Listen, breathe, and just become one with your inner dialogue. Are you more sitting in a flight mode all the time? Are you in a more negative state of mind? Or do you just not give a shit type of mind? All these things, everyone is different. So figure out what is your internal dialogue and how can you stop yourself from crashing, burning, but being kind, leading with kindness for yourself and giving yourself a break, because we all deserve it. We all deserve to have a break. And I know that most of us have families. Mine are all grown, so it's just me and my husband. So I get that. I'm not in that space in my life anymore. But if you don't take a step back, you're not giving 100% to your family. And you're burning yourself out more. So eventually you will crash, and then they will have to take over the caring of that in that sense. So be kind, lead with kindness, give yourself a break, because you so deserve a break. No matter if that is just walking around the block, sitting in a cupboard with a cup of coffee, or just talking to friends, whatever it is, whatever's your jam, take a moment and breathe and listen and just be kind to yourself. Have a good day.